Hi, my name's Jordan, and here are my responses for that project. For the first question, I found it interesting that some of the people tried to make it seem like Matthew Shepard was the problem in the community instead of the victim. I feel like no one in the community wanted to take responsibility for their actions. They just didn't want to take the blame, and it seemed like it was easier just to try and blame Matthew for everything. For number two, I would say the two main themes represented in this play were prejudice and tolerance. Seemed like they were really prejudiced against Matthew because he was different than them. They were really homophobic, and they had a really big problem with gay people, and they just didn't like anyone like that. And as far as tolerance, I guess they just weren't accepting of people like him. They kind of were tolerant to a point, but they didn't go out of their way to accept him or make him feel welcome. For number three, I would say they made a reference to Twinkie defense in relation to the Aaron McKinney murder defense, and I had no idea what they were talking about. I did a little research on it, and I learned that a lawyer argued his client was not in his right state of mind during a murder trial due to a sugar high from eating a bunch of Twinkies, and they used it as a defense, and he was able to get the trial thrown out. As far as number four, and how the community was depicted, I feel like it was a very closed off, tight-knit community. They didn't appear to be very accepting in Laramie. I would say that they were kind of a racist and closed-minded group of people. And also, I would feel that, yes, acceptance is different. It's allowing someone to be who they are without trying to change them. Tolerant is just kind of putting up with it because you have to. I believe that they want us to be more aware and more accepting of people who may be different. I believe it's less likely to happen in Columbus. We have a much more diverse mix of people here. Definitely a bunch of bigger mixes of people here, and I feel like it would be a lot less likely for that to happen here. Number five, I feel like the play contained many elements than the ordinary two-act play. The play is more like verbatim theater. It's using many of the people who were involved originally in the event. They used the people's words to express different feelings and emotions, and I believe that the structure definitely had a bigger impact. For the two questions I would ask is, I would just feel like, how did the play, what kind of impact did the play have on the initial event, and the 10 years since then, what has changed since that initial incident?